All right. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
All right, Shalom. We want to start out by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. We want to give it up all to our apostle, elders, great millstone, who teach and rule well, peace, blessing, safety, to the hopeful elect pushing this truth, week in, week out in sincerity, charity, and love. All right, we're the brothers from the city of Annapolis camp. All right, we're going to do a indoor lesson. You know, the weather's kind of a little shaky outside, so, as via the elders, we're going to still do this work, man. All right, we're going to start at 2 Ezra, 15th chapter.
Shalakia, my phone app through that little commercial ad thing, so Shalakia.
Oh, yeah. Satan trying to enter, bro. We're going to keep going. We're going to let that bother us. We'll keep going. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
And I love this verse because this verse goes into various things. The first thing that the Lord goes into, he goes into being possessive over his people. Mm-hmm. That's a possessive statement that he made. All right, it says the words of prophecy. All right, prophecy goes into to tell before something happens. All right, and the scriptures are all about prophecy, man. This is what we're living out, the prophecy that Yahweh Shai set forth on the earth, from the beginning. It says, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. All right, so through various breakdowns and reading, studying, getting understanding, the Lord's words pour out of our mouths, that we may speak it unto our people, all right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, of what the Lord wants and how the Lord wants things done and how the Lord did things. This is all spiritual from Yahweh Shai. Everybody can get out there and do this thing of ours. All right, this is a sacred thing.
Precept.
Go ahead.
I'll go back to 2 Ezra 15. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, and verse 1. It says, But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies.
Yeah, giving you all to Yahweh Shai. All right, that's why we have to. The scripture also goes into us not being lukewarm. We have to be hot in this truth, learning of learning of the ancient ways, learning of our forefathers, learning of prophecies to come, prophecies that have already been in the past. This is our job as men of the Lord, to learn these things and to meditate on these things. Sometimes brothers just read the scriptures, just be reading them, but we don't read the scriptures just to be reading them. We meditate on the scriptures. All right, we sit back and think it on. Just like we were just talking a few minutes ago, but just like the brother El Nop used to say, he said, Jay, take yourself and put yourself in the scriptures as if you're in a movie, as if you standing on the sidelines watching it all happen out.
Good. If I may add, the reason why, because the brother made a good point, because that was a great point, because we learn of our ancestors on how they serve Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And that's the most important thing, because this is something that we were supposed to do in the first place. So you should be, overladen with joy, all right, that the Lord have given you this knowledge, and you should want to go out and do this beautiful work that we do.
Yeah, it said, could I get that Hastings? Hastings in the day. Yeah, because this thing of ours,
2 Peter.
Yeah, 2 Peter. This thing of ours is more important than anything else that's going on the earth right now, man. So we have to be in the spirit, like this brother said, of wanting to do this, in the spirit of having to do it. Like the prophet Jeremiah, who didn't want to teach. What did the Lord do to him, man?
Yeah.
He shook him up. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't hold it back.
Yeah.
He had no choice, and we have to be in that same type of spirit when it comes to this thing. You got it?
2 Peter 3:12. And since you brought that up, I got to read that, because that's exactly how we feel.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah. Oh, so go ahead. No, you got it, bro.
Quick, bro.
No, I was just real quick. Jeremiah 20:9, just back up to knock point. It says, then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name.
Yeah, so because some of us be like that. We get so fed up, We the Lord willing we don't be like that, but sometimes things get heavy, and you think you're gonna be able to outrun the Lord. You can't outrun the Lord. But this was Jeremiah's example that the Lord used. Go ahead.
Yeah, we were dealing with Jake shit.
Yeah, man, you tired of seeing niggas.
It says, then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name.
Yeah, so look, he made a bold statement. What he gonna do? No, not what the Lord wanted, but what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do it no more. I'm putting up my garment. Go ahead.
But his word was in mine heart as a burning fire.
It was in his mind as a burning fire. You ever thought you just can't shake it? The Lord had the scriptures going through his mind like a burning fire, man. All right.
But his word was in mine heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay.
He couldn't hold it in. The Lord wouldn't allow him to hold it in. All right, he made it. He felt it all the way down to his bones. All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 10, for I heard the defaming of many, fear on every side. Report, say they, and we will report it. All my familiars watch for my haunting, saying, peradventure he will be enticed, and we shall prevail against him, and we shall take our revenge on him. Because they were looking to overthrow Jeremiah. Because Jeremiah was set up by Heavenly Father to go out and to reprove Jake.
Yep. So then when he stopped, they're like, oh yeah, we got him. We gonna this is our time. You know how niggas is. Niggas be sitting waiting, Go ahead.
It says, verse 11, but the Lord is with me as a mighty, terrible one.
Right, and that's what we have to believe too, man. The Lord is with us, man, and no weapon formed against us shall prosper, man. All right? You have to believe, you got to believe what you're reading. All right? Don't just be out here just quoting and saying it, man. This walk of ours is a walk of belief. All right? Of action. All right, go ahead.
It says, therefore my persecutors shall stumble, and they shall not prevail.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna prevail over us, man. We dealt with numerous things over the years to build our faith up, to let us know the Lord is with us. Nobody can prevail over us. Now, do we go through tests and trials and tribulations? Yeah, man, we gotta go through these things, man. Because just like it said in 2 Corinthians the 15th chapter, the first verse, about that prophecy. The Lord prophesies us how we're going to have to be tried like fire. So we're going to have to go through some things. We're going to have to go through a time of adversity, man.
Purification process.
Yeah, come. Beautiful, yeah, come.
It says, you know what? Let me jump over after this. Matter of fact, yeah. Kind of slack. 1 second. Because, Jake will come at you with all kind of shit. 2 Corinthians 15:3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble.
Oh, read two real quick.
Okay.
Slack.
2 Corinthians 15:2, it says, I start at the top. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
And the Lord will put this in our mouth. So when we speaking, and I love to bring that scripture, we're not speaking of ourselves, but we're speaking of the oracles of Yahweh Shema Shai. These are his words. Go ahead.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
All right, and then cause them to be written in paper, which are the scriptures. And they are faithful and true. And only the man of the Lord, the elect, are seeing the faithfulness and trueness of the scriptures, man. Everybody else is still questioning it. Everybody else still can't get it, but it's not for everybody, man. Go ahead.
It says, fear not the imaginations against thee.
Right, we're not worried about what y'all got. We're not tripping, man. We got the ultimate power, bro.
Come.
Go ahead.
That's right. It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
The incredulity goes into unbelief.
That's right.
So we're not gonna let the incredulity of you guys trouble us, man. All right, because your unbelief doesn't mean a damn thing to us. All right, because guess what, man? They didn't believe Noah until the water hit them in their face and they were drowning. All right, the Lord got many examples. Pharaoh didn't, even though the Lord hardened his heart, he didn't believe. But the Lord made him believe. It's one of them. I say this all the time. One of the most beautiful scriptures in the Bible to me is the Lord said, "I hardened Pharaoh's heart to show my power." So he made Pharaoh go against him just to show how mighty he was, bro. That's the ultimate Jake right there. That's the ultimate Jake, God.
That's right.
But it's those to speak against thee. We got people speaking against us all throughout the four corners of the earth. Billy Carson,
Yep.
No Class Mahomes, various other people, man. These people are speaking against us. Different groups, even inside the Israelite Brotherhood. These
They get
guys,
confounded. I'm sorry.
right, and they get confounded. But guess what? It just shows their disbelief, and we can't let their disbelief bother us because nothing's new up under the sun. The same thing that's going on now was going on in the ancient days. You got a precept?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
This is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not
Beautiful.
believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?
Right. So the unbelief, does it shake our faith? No. All right. We if you read it, we know that it's going to happen. It should build our faith. The scripture says, "When man shall speak good of thee."
Come on, I'm just in Luke 2. It says, woe will men should speak well of you.
Yeah. Yeah. These dudes-
So the false prophets directly paraphrase.
yeah. We don't want y'all. We know what's going to happen, man. All right. That's why there was a lot of scriptures, brothers. I see a lot of scriptures twofold. Like the Lord said, do not rebuke an elder, but treat him as a father, because the Lord knew that these things were going to happen. The Lord set the scriptures are set up beautiful, because the Lord wrote things that He knew that was going to happen. He came up with rules and regulations to eliminate that. That's the grace.
Yep.
That's the grace of these scriptures, man.
Come on.
Go ahead, Doc. You got some more?
Yahweh forbid you let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar.
Right, because these words are faithful and true, as we just went into. All right, the Lord is not a man that He shall lie. All right, so let the Lord's words be true and let those men be liars. All right, that's why we had the Lord got the Spirit on the apostles right now. We're not dealing with you niggas, man. We go after what is it, 1 or 2 admonition. Like pretty much, once we deal with you once, twice, you don't get it, then it's over with. We're not gonna keep going back, reoccurring. Like the apostles. They labored with that dude Vocab for years. He ain't gonna get it. So now the Lord got the Spirit, like, man, fuck him, man. Yeah. Excuse my language, but the Lord got the Spirit. We're not dealing with that. We're not out there to debate you Christians. All right, and we're not down with the brotherhood either, unless it's the brothers of GMS. All right, go ahead.
Precept.
Go ahead.
You say something about?
The rest of the script, the rest of it.
Oh, you got that.
Every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Right, you're going to be justified in our saying. We're justified in the words of Yahweh Shem We're going to be justified by us going ahead and teaching this truth. All right, whether you hear it or forbear.
We're going to be justified when these prophecies come forth. All right? We're going to be justified when Yahweh Shem Christ that scribe, that He chooses His elect men. And you see who those elect men that He has chosen. We'll be justified in the day of judgment. All right? When everybody's getting jacked up, and you see that the men of the Lord are totally fine. We're going to be in a good place in that day, man.
Well, and the Lord also showing right now is kind of being justified, because if you look at some of these things these guys were saying, when it comes to the potato chip, these guys are reverting back now. These guys are now they're flipping the script. They're changing the story. Well, yeah, maybe it is this, and this is what it is. So the Lord is kind of justifying us now. The Lord is kind of making that separation on the earth who His men are. Because for years these guys have came up against our apostles about Revelation 13th chapter. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, I think that's the 10th chapter. These things not gonna happen. No. It's the 10th chapter. Jeremiah 31, Salaki. These things are not gonna happen. But now the Lord is now they reverting. What does the scripture say?
Jacob's time of trouble.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 30.
Yeah, 30. Thwada. But it says a man is unstable in all his ways.
Yeah, you're talking about Proverbs, meddle not with them that are given the change. And it says a double-minded man.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his
ways.
Yeah, now y'all double-minded. Now y'all want to revert back because things are happening, and the Lord is shaking up things, man. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 21 and verse, I start at 14. It says, settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
That's why we got to learn our scriptures too, man. Right? Because you got to know that word. Because we can't. The Lord not looking for His man after the house. The Lord put the words in our mouth. We not gonna be. Ain't nobody. You're not gonna be able to resist this thing, man.
That's why Apostle Ramla, he told us one day at Sunday, he was like, you brothers gotta think scholarly. You gotta think scholarly because you're gonna have Christians come up to you with all kinds of tricky questions, and a lot of them know history. You gotta know your history. You gotta know how to go into prophecy to propound them and show them that they're going off. Because if you the teacher, but you getting schooled out there, you're gonna look bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because a lot of these dudes are sharp. You know, they are really, really sharp. That's why there's like you said, the apostles are always pushing, get into the history of this thing, get into the depth. So, well, when did this happen? When did that happen? Even since I've been around apostles, Ramla, what did he say? When was that? Who was in charge then? Who had us in captivity then? These are things to make us sharp, because these are questions that might come up. You get it?
That's going on.
We back in
Second Ezra 15?
Yeah, before.
Verse 4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right, all you people who are unfaithful to you, how about you? This is pretty much self-explanatory. Go ahead.
Done. It says, matter of fact, I can piece that real quick to go with that.
Yeah.
Book of Amos, chapter 9.
I know you are.
Let's go to Amos 9 and verse
7.
Is that 7? I know it's down a bit. Verse, I started at 9. You can point to verse 10.
Okay.
It says, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. And just to make mention, this is why the gospel has been preached among all nations, to draw out the Israelites that's among all nations.
That's right.
And that goes into the Gentile subject, all right? Which those Gentiles are actual Israelites, which we call Israelite foreigners.
That's right.
All right. See, the gospel ain't for all nations, but you have Israelites going to the curses of Deuteronomy 28th chapter, and that's verse 64, where it says the Lord will scatter us among all people or all nations.
That's right.
And so
You James the first chapter, you tell us he's gonna scatter us.
and to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. Because it's all about the 12 tribes of Israel.
And if you go to Matthew, the 24th chapter, like this brother was just talking about, the Lord goes and said, when the scriptures are preached throughout the whole earth, then pretty much the Lord is on His way, man. And that's happening right now. That's why this thing of our, like we say, man, this thing is no joke. Because you got brothers preaching in Bree. You got brothers preaching in different languages. You got brothers in other countries. You got brothers over there in France.
The deaf brothers, the sign language.
Yeah, talking about that Bree.
Yeah. Come.
Yeah, so that's how you know it's the spirit of the Lord, man. These brothers, that's bro. They learn. They teaching in Bree, bro. All right. So the Lord is doing a heavy deal right now, man. And the apostles, guess what? They didn't have to go over there to sit down and sup with brothers and hit different countries. The Lord did all this. It was Yahweh Shai who did this. All right.
Verse 10 it says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Yeah, the Lord will kill the sinners, man. That's what that sifting is. All right. 2/3 of our people gonna die. And rightfully so. If you look at our people as a whole right now, man. All right. It's only a remnant of men who are even trying to do the right thing. And then even in that remnant, there's another remnant of men who are doing the right thing. Go ahead.
It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
And that's what they was doing. That's what these groups were doing. They were saying that ain't gonna happen. No, this is the embargo. This is it. That's the white woman. This is it. This is that. This and that. All right. There ain't no such thing as Jacob's trouble. These were the words that were being spoken unto our people. And through the scripture says through fair speech, right, to deceive the minds of the simple, man.
Yeah.
All right.
It also says the Proverbs says the simple believe in every word.
Yep.
Okay, Proverbs. That's exactly why they believe it, because the prudent all right, the ones the Lord had made prudent, well, we research everything.
That's right.
To look up for ourselves, because we know, all right, we know that the apostles and the elder bishops, all right, have laid a foundation for us, all right, to walk therein. Just like Paul said, hey, be ye followers of me as I am of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And we know the scriptures say mark the perfect men. So those men, all right, that are striving for perfection, all right, in the ministry, all right, of Yahweh Bashim Shai, hey, we gotta follow those men, because why? They're doing the right thing. They're following the Lord the right way. And that's a blueprint to us young brothers on how to serve the Lord as well in this time.
What's that box? Mark a perfect man.
I gotta say real quick. Teachers.
You got it. Right?
This is Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
So if it were possible, so the roles be a what's the word for it?
He's doing a hypothetical.
Hypothetical. Lord speaking hypothetically right there. If it were possible, because the elect are not going to be deceived.
Is it on that?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, this is back in 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 5. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
So these plagues of the Lord are bringing are all death, because you can die from the sword, which is a killing instrument. You can die from famine, which is the lack of food. All right, and it says death and destruction. So the Lord, nothing that the Lord is coming with is going to be pretty for you 2/3 of the rest of you heathen nations. Like, you're going to have to die. All right.
It said, I had a precept because speaking about famine, because we watched this famine, all right, basically slowly but surely, gradualism, which I'm referring to, coming to fruition. We spoke, like, you remember, you brothers prophesying about the famine, and now you see, like, over these years, the farmers now, because going to the farmers market was a thing when we first started learning.
Oh yeah, that was everything.
I spent like at least a third of my check on farmers market.
Organic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was what?
We started learning about Manuka honey and
different
herbs and Jake going there and spent his whole check. See, but now
that's like go ahead.
No. See, okay, but now the Lord is kind of slowing those things up because the famine haven't happened all the way, but the famine is happening to some of us through inflation. When we're not able to buy as much as we wanted anymore, we're not able to afford certain things that we used to. So now, what do we have to fall back on? All we have to fall back on is the Lord. Because we're coming into the times where, hey, we might not be able to get to our herbs. We might not be able to get to our healing instruments. Guess what we have to do? We have to trust. You have to call on Yahweh Shai and trust in Him. And there's nothing else we're going to be able to do about it.
And you might not have a bed to sleep in.
Right, bro. Let alone you like some black seed oil. They might not have no clovers, yeah. Yeah, we gotta have those things, man. So we gotta, the Lord, we have to be totally dependent upon Him, man. You got some more?
I got some more. Real quick, Lamentations 4 and verse 9, it says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Yeah, the Lord says it's better to just go ahead and get killed and get it over with.
Yeah.
Than to have to live with that hunger, to sit back and feel your stomach eat away at the rest of your organs and body, man. That's a horrible death. One of my favorite, not to get too far off topic neither. One of my favorite Greek mythologies was, I don't think his name was Ptolemy. One of the gods had cursed him that a crow would eat his liver every night and it would grow back every morning. They would have it to him for eternity. Yeah, bro. The crow would eat his liver up all day in pain and agony, and when he woke up, he grew back again for the crow to eat it all over again. Man. So, I just love that part. I mean, I just love that. But yeah, we have to be mindful of that, man. That the man of the Lord, we're gonna be straight though.
Yeah, exactly.
During this famine, man. To people not being able to eat, people bugging out. That's why I behoove you women, all right, you hardhead, knucklehead ass kids, man. You got a man in the, you got a father or uncle or somebody you know in this truth, cling unto him, man.
Brother.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother, cling unto him. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is dealing, and when the Lord cut those shut those doors of mercy, your ass better be on the right side of the door. You know, or you're gonna be caught up in these things we talking about, just famine, death, and destruction, man.
Okay.
All right, and destruction is gonna go into Lord destroying this place, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 6, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
And we see that right now, how wickedness has specifically polluted the whole earth. Every day we go out here, man, we breathe in fucking wickedness from some type of place, man, throughout the alphabet, the GGG2T5 5,000 community has spread it throughout the four corners of the earth, and they're at a rapid rise. But the Lord is going to decrease that, what else, man? Just the whole lifestyle of living here.
Yeah.
It promotes wickedness, man. That's why I understood, what the apostle was saying spiritually, stay in the house. Don't go out and be around, among these people as much. Because everything about them is wicked, and we're trying to live a spiritual life, man. These dudes got demons on them. And all our music is about fornication. But not fornication, but popping somebody else's wife. Yeah, adultery. Water. Popping somebody else's wife, being a nigga. You know what I'm saying? This whole atmosphere that we live in is against you. How about you,
Look what the scriptures say also, because two walk together unless they be agreed. So our spirits will not agree with these 2/3.
Not just the 2/3, but even not just the 2/3, but even so you brotherhood groups.
Yeah.
We're not agree with you. We're not going to walk with you. We don't want to chill with you. We don't want to hang with you. We don't want to sip yan with you. All right, because we're contrary to one another. What is it? With vinegar and water. We don't mix. Go ahead.
Ephesians 5:11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. We don't have no fellowship with you. We're not hanging out. So I get to build them not you have my heart. Build them not God's speed.
Yeah, build them not God's speed.
Yeah. We don't want to hang with you. We're not hanging with you, but we do have to tell you what does say the scriptures. We have to defend the gospel, man. We were ordered to do these things. See, a lot of people take the orders of the Lord real lightly and don't live by them. A lot of you groups go out when you want to. A lot of you let things go on that should not be. You let your leaders do whatever the hell they want to do. And you don't have to be under a camp to make it. If your leader's going off, hey, you gotta do the right thing, man. The Lord's looking for a man, looking for men. He's looking for no Rudy Poo, pussy, man. That go on with anything, man. You're looking for a man. If I felt like my elders and the apostle weren't doing right, I'll go out on my own. Because I'm not looking to serve them. I'm looking to serve you. How about Shemi Awashai? So like I ain't mean to get off topic.
You all right? You okay? All right. Everything through the spirit. This is let me see. Isaiah 6 and verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, here am I, send me. So, hey, this is Isaiah saying, hey, Lord, I'll step up and do what's commanded.
That's right.
What you command of me, or what you command of someone to do, and I'll take the initiative, basically. You gotta have that kind of mindset, because I remember, because like when you first learn this truth, you be excited, tell your loved ones especially, but you realize it ain't for them. But
Yeah.
then you develop a spirit of, hey man, well look, you don't serve the Lord. I am. I will.
Yeah,
And you develop that fuck you spirit.
bro.
Like man, like they came to a point where like, hey, you serve the Lord out of sincerity, you know, because you gotta be sincere when you serve the Lord. But like, hey, the Lord even make them come back and be more humble towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Because I say this all when you first get into the truth, you so on fire. You want everybody to be, you know, James was like, you want everybody to be part of the elect. You want everybody to get it. But then the Lord, that's why. But the Lord started dealing with you. You see that it's not for everybody. You're right, but then you started on your own. They always come back at you with a humbling spirit.
Mm-hmm.
For one, they see you not the same person. You know, because you kind of serve the Lord, you become a new creature. When you become a new creature, you're not the same dude you was when you was with JoJo out there sticking motherfuckers up. Excuse my language, or running, trying, whatever you was doing, man. You're not that same person anymore, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, drinking, smoking, acting a fool.
Con.
The Lord built you into being a man, and they reverence that. You know, that's why when you go in certain places, people be staring at you. They see that light of the Lord on you. They don't even know why they staring. You know, go ahead, Doc.
Because man, that's that separation.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And that's why we got to be careful even how we carry ourselves. You know, because people are looking for us to make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these groups and these people in the world are looking for a reason to have something to say about us.
Yep.
You know?
True story, if I may.
What up?
This is a testimony. So like, this is one particular Jake. I used to go out to camp every camp day. He'd be out there. Back at the crib. City I was teaching in, hometown, whatever. And he would say, so he would ride by and blow the horn and say, he was chunking the fish,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, and then so like, man, I can one day I'm in the liquor store getting some, because my young strong drink, and I ran to him. He said, hey brother, man, you always out there. He said, one of these days I'm gonna stop down there. He ain't stopped down there, of course, but that consistency they see, all right, you do as far as serving the Lord. So basically, that goes with the brother point. You gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
Because they are looking for to say, oh, you know what? Look, see, he be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he be doing that.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me to do this and you doing that?
Yeah.
Basically, they're gonna look for a way to make you out to be a hypocrite. And you can't, and we can be a hypocrite.
That's another reason why we can't join y'all.
Revelation 10:9 says, and I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said to me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. You're Israelite, this like you just saying, Kanak, Israelite, you eager to teach, your other fellow Israelites, your loved ones again. But then when you get into the scriptures and you look at how the scriptures, how the Lord cuss out Jake, and Yahweh Shemel Shah cuss Jake out.
Yes, sir.
And it speaks about the wickedness of Jake. And then you start to see it.
Yeah.
And then you start to see everything else come to full circle.
That's right, bro.
Why we in the condition we in? So that's the bitterness.
That's the
right
bitterness. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, brother.
Realizing why you in slavery, why you in your nation in the condition you're in.
Okay. Why you're at the bottom of the totem pole? Why you can't come up? Why you can't rise? Why everything always going wrong for you?
Mm-hmm.
When you start learning about the curses, that's like this brother said. That's going into the bitter. And when you really get in tune with it, and know there's nothing you can do about the curses, but join this truth. That'd be the sweet part.
Mm-hmm.
But that learning curve when you first come in, it be bitter. Because now you're looking at your people. I know I first came in, I was looking like, man, well, when I want one of these fuck ups, man, I bet one of these niggas around here, man, these niggas cuss the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet one of these niggas did this. These were the same niggas that was back in the day that was against Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Yep.
And that be that bitter. You go around and we see our people, back in the 90s, 2000s, begging on the corners, prostitution, the crack epidemic, You know, these things were bitter for us.
Right.
But we had, through the scriptures, we get an understanding. You know, but now the Lord is letting things be sweet because now, even through those curses, the Lord is letting things be flipped around.
Right.
Now we're seeing Esau out here begging. Now we're seeing Esau out here slung out on drugs.
Yep.
Now we're seeing Esau kids out here want to be gangbangers. You know, the Lord is flipping those curses around, man.
This is Ecclesiastes 1:18. It says, "When much wisdom is much grief."
Yeah, but the more you learn, man, the more you be in grief. You know, the more you learn the ways of the Lord, because you're looking at your life and how it's supposed, you know, and how it's supposed to be, but you learn, but you're realizing what it is. You know, that wisdom being grief because you get that understanding, man. But it's that beautiful, man. You know, understanding is one of the most beautiful things on the planet. You know, go ahead.
It says, "And he that increases knowledge increases sorrow."
Yeah, because the more you the more you know, the more you get angry, the more you're sad. You know, looking at your people all jacked up, looking at the world all jacked up. You know, looking at Jake, man, looking at family members. You know, go ahead.
In that bugged out state.
Yeah, bro.
You know, shit, that shit grieve you.
Yeah,
Cause like, hey, I ain't gonna, hey, look, I can't speak for every brother, you know, but hey, sometimes, hey, just through the spirit, man, you like, if you could, some of your own loved ones, you like, man, if I had the spirit or the power to, I just take him out.
yeah,
Cause I know this motherfucker gonna get right.
yeah.
It's like,
I mean, even watching your mothers and your father and your grandparents all caught up in Christianity. That shit brings sorrow to you because you know, like you said, you want to take them out because they're going to be destroyed, bro. You know?
Because it's you know, you're so grieved that they can't even get it, but you realize the truth. You're like, man, it ain't for all your family. It ain't for all your loved ones.
Yeah.
The Lord said he would take two of a family, one of
One of a city to a family.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, everybody gonna get it. And then, you know, that's even more grieving. It's like, damn, man.
Yeah.
So basically most of my so-called relatives or loved ones, they're gonna perish.
Yeah.
But hey, you gotta develop the mindset of that. You know what? Be thankful the Lord chose you.
God.
Like the other week, I was talking to a brother about Kadash. I'm talking to Kadash about that. I said, you know what? I'm happy the Lord chose me versus my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually, cause like, I ain't gonna, and this shit like it's just really just heavy. Cause like, you know, looking at the way your life could have been versus what the life, you know, versus the life the Lord gave you. Cause our lives are predestined.
God.
You know, our lives are predestined, and even, you know, on the way over here, Kadashi was, you know, he brought the precept, man's goings of the Lord. How then should a man know his own way? And that's so true.
Yeah.
The Lord, you know, had this path for us to be here at this very moment, even. You know,
God. All this was pre-written.
come,
All this was already gonna go on, man.
come. This is 2 Ezra 15. In verse 6 it says, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled."
Yeah, they hurtful works up a field, man. They doing their thing out here. All right, they're being wicked. They're causing people to believe in wickedness. They're pushing it at the all-time high, and Jake eat it up like popcorn, man. Go ahead.
Another precept. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. All right, in verse 37, it says, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man
And
be."
what were they doing in the days of Noah, man? They were partying, fellowshipping, doing their own thing. You know, in the days of Noah, Jake was in the days of Noah, Jake was doing what the world is doing right now, man.
Being wild.
Yeah, it was a wild thing. You know, nobody was Look, Slack, go ahead, bro.
Wild. Doing all type of unclean acts. It was bugged out. Jake wanted to serve, was believing in the words of Yahweh Shem Shah.
As a matter of fact,
Even though Noah was outside,
look at that.
it's the same way that it is right now, man. We go on the highways and byways we teach, but Jake ignore these words, man. The same thing happened with Noah, man.
Yeah, but see, you know, I was gonna just to land back on what you said. In the times of Noah, that was around the time the Lord regretted even making man.
Yeah.
All right, so the Lord, what was that? He said, Find me a righteous one.
Are you talking about the one time a Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah.
If there
I just
be,
to bring that up too. If there be a righteous woman in the city, you know, bring that out. Yeah, we got to bring that out. That ain't been brought out in a while. You know what I'm saying? But these are examples of why the Lord had to get rid of this. See, people think Sodom and Gomorrah was only cities that were destroyed. What about the surrounding cities? All right, there was surrounding cities around that place. Sodom and Gomorrah was just the most reverently known cities. But the Lord destroyed all that land over there.
Right.
Ain't no surrounding cities. Ain't no buildings left around where Sodom and Gomorrah was at. You know.
It says, I got it.
Okay, go.
Genesis 18 is, in fact, I'll just go to the point because.
No, come on. We got a few minutes.
Okay. It says, Genesis 18, starting at verse 23. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked?
Mm-hmm.
Peradventure, there be 50 righteous within the city.
So it's gonna be 50 of them that's right. You know, we ain't gonna just destroy everybody. It's got to be somebody right in the city. Go ahead, huh?
It says, wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein? That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous should be as the wicked that be far from thee? Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And the Lord, and this is, this is with Abraham asking the Lord, right? So verse 26, it says, and the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes.
So the Lord was going to spare them. If you can find 50 people in the city, there was thousands of people in the city at that time. The Lord said, if I can find 50 righteous people in there, guess what? I'm going to spare the city. Go ahead.
It says, and the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then will I spare all the place for their sakes. And Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken up upon me to speak unto the Lord, which am but dust and ashes. Peradventure there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it. So basically, just going to the moral of the story, it's like, hey, the Lord didn't find that 50.
Right.
The Lord found out that the Lot was righteous.
That's it.
And the Lord said, what? Hey, Lot, get thee up out of the city. He told the angel to tell Lot, get thee up out of the city. I'm gonna save you and your household. All right, but I'm gonna destroy this city. Sodom and Gomorrah, the other 3 cities, the Boom, Zoar, and the 5th one. All right, but it was a total of 5 cities. The Lord ended up bringing fire from heaven on them.
That's right, bro.
And he delivered Lot and his family. But hey, Lot's wife looked back. The Lord destroyed Lot's wife because why? She looked back, and there was no reason to look back.
That's the same with us in this truth today.
Come on.
All right, that looking back is like a even a metaphor into today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to destroy this place. What you looking back for?
She look back because she still wants to be a part of the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What do you look? No, you good? What are you looking back for? There's nothing there. Because I'm going to destroy this thing. So that's why she got destroyed. You know?
Yep. And Lot's wife's spirit basically.
Get the.
That's Luke 9:62. In your house, why you getting that?
Get that scripture that says Sodom and Gomorrah was made for an example. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 9 verse 62, it says, and Yahweh Shai said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
Well, you can't be doing the work and then you're gonna turn around and just look back and go back to the world. You ain't fit. All right. The scripture says he that hated not his father, his mother, his sister, his brother, even his own life, cannot be my disciple. And I'm not saying you hate those people, but you hate the sin that they do. You hate the lifestyles that they live. That's why, we won't really hang out like that with a lot of people, man. You got to have a good spirit for brothers to chill with you, man, and the fellowship with you. But we hate that sin. So we got to hate what the Lord hates. You got that? Get us.
Look for hold on.
Oh, you an example?
Yeah.
It should be in 2 Peter. Probably what is it? 2 Peter 2. I believe. Let me see. I'll see.
But these
Yeah, 2 Peter 2. Just talking about more, right?
yeah.
Yeah, 2 Peter 2, and I'll start at verse 6. And turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them.
And why was those cities turned into ashes? Just brothers land back on them a little bit, but really Sodom and Gomorrah is what goes on here, right here, not in AKA America.
Yeah.
It's like Babylon.
Yeah.
The way that this place is ran is the same way that Sodom and Gomorrah and the founding cities around it was ran. There was a lot of wickedness.
Homosexuality.
Yeah, you had
lesbianism.
Yeah.
Bestiality. All kind of wickedness going on.
The same thing goes on here. You can do pretty much the same. You can do whatever you want to do, and however you want to do it.
Yep.
Pretty much, Go ahead.
Yep. And if I may add too, a Slaki, bro, but even turn the righteous symbol into a wicked symbol, which is the rainbow. That's pretty fucked up because, I know some brothers like the colors of the rainbow. Might want to wear a rainbow kind of attire, as far as the gear, but they can't. Or a lot of bros just don't because of what it's been turned into, as far as the representation of it, or the reputation of it actually now in this society. You know what I mean? Which is fucked up.
That's right. And it was for our covenant.
You got it, bro.
No, it was for our covenant.
Yeah.
That was sacred.
It was so wicked that they didn't want. They was so wicked that they didn't even want the man's daughters. They didn't want his daughters. They wanted to pop the angels.
Men.
They wanted to pop men. We deal with a certain thing every day. We have to walk through every day with a transformer. More that meets the eye, and it look like more that meets the eye every day. We have to deal with that every day, man. Or when you go, you can't even go nowhere.
Yep.
Without having to deal with these, deal with these unsexual desired creatures, man.
Yeah, confused people.
Yeah, man. The Lord let us know those things was going to happen.
Yep.
A lot of these things that we're dealing with was foretold. So we already knew that we was going to have to deal with them on a high level, man.
Right.
So.
It says, turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them when overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Yeah, so the Lord let Sodom and Gomorrah be an example of a way not to live, and what was going to happen if you lived that way. And the filthy conversation is something that we deal with too on an all-time high. That we get tired of, that we vex with, that our spirit is weary with. So these are just the examples, man. Like I said, we thought we were gonna get through this whole chapter. In this little span that we, scriptures we were going through, man. But the Lord let the Spirit go somewhere else, and it's heavy, So we realized that somebody needed to hear this. That the living of the Sodom and Gomorrah is the way to be destroyed by living under the alphabet communication, by living by that, by living wickedly through that. Hey, so Lord willing, to edify to the body, and with that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Klakadas. Want to give double honors to our apostle, others, great millstone, the teacher, well. Peace, blessings, safety to the hopeful, they pushing this truth week in, week out. And sincerity, charity, and love, and the spirit. How about shout out to four corners of the earth? With that, we want to say shalom.